Good evening and welcome to what should have been the ref's opinion tonight. Unfortunately, I'm having all kinds of problems trying to make contact with my very good friend and colleague Keith Hackett in the UK. It's not going through for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's my stupidity. I'm not terribly IT literate. So I'm just going to give you just a brief synopsis, if you like, of what we were going to talk about. I know it's very, very late now. It's 8:23, 8:22. And I haven't been able to get through to Keith. And I was anxious to get the show on the road tonight because there's a lot of things happening coming up to the World Cup, which starts on this coming Thursday night, the opening ceremony and the opening match. And Keith very kindly sent me a lot of notes about time limits for substitutions coming on. There were also other ones about off-field treatment and the assessment protocols, as they're calling them. In other words, this protocol relates to Law 5, requirement for an outfield player who is assessed and or treated on the field of play, or whose injury causes play to be stopped, to leave the field of play and remain off the field of play for a period of 1 minute after the restart. And then there are several other ones. There's ones on throw-ins and goal kicks, the countdown and the protocol for those. And then there's the one about the captains only allowed to speak to the referee, and the other players must stay away from the referee for that particular conversation between the captains and the referee. And then there's also one about temporary dismissals, they're calling them, and several more here. In fact, there are 18 pages. There's one about the return of substitute, additional permanent concussion substitutions protocol. So there was really lots and lots I wanted to discuss with Keith and to update you guys out there on the new changes and the new protocols. Now, because we couldn't get through tonight, and I don't know what the reason is, there is a lot of storm activity around, and there is a lot of thunder and even lightning in some places. So what we've decided to do, Keith and I, is that we will do it all again tomorrow night, Tuesday night. Normally, as you know, we do it on a Monday, but tomorrow we'll do it instead of tonight, because like I said, I'm anxious to get these things done before the World Cup begins this coming Thursday. So I hope you'll bear with me, and I beg your forgiveness and your patience, so we can do it all again tomorrow night, hopefully. Thank you. Until then, goodbye.